lesson 11. And lesson 11 deals with text features, which specifically will be captions, bold print, and subheadings. This starts on page 174. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what are text features and why they're so great to help you to understand. So you're going to be using text features when you're reading nonfiction texts. Nonfiction, remember, is not fake. So these are real texts. And there are some different ways that they can help you. So I have this book here. It's called Amazing Aquarium. And I've had friends be reading books in the classroom before, and they'll come up to me and they'll point to a picture and they'll say, Miss Varady, what is this? Well, you can use the caption. The caption is a description of what the picture is to help you understand. So if you didn't want to read all these words or couldn't read all these words, then you could at least try to sound out the caption. The caption will help you understand what picture you're looking at. So this says, an electric shock from an electric eel is 5 times as strong as a wall socket. That's very dangerous. So I can gather from reading the caption that this is an electric eel. So we see text features in nonfiction texts. And another text feature is a heading. And I love the headings on nonfiction text because as I'm turning and I'm reading this book, I have a heading on every page. What is an aquarium? Sharks. So I know all of this page is going to be about sharks. These headings are telling me what each page is about. Flat fish. So every picture on here is probably going to have flat fish. I can use the captions if I just want to find out quickly what this is, if I didn't already know. Seahorses. We're going to go back to our eels page. So we have the heading, and then sometimes you will see a subheading. A subheading is a smaller heading that's on the same page, and it's going to tell us other things about what we're about to read. So this is 3 things you didn't know about eels. And that's what this subheading is. So I know if I'm going to read this part, it's going to tell me something specific about eels. Another thing we see a lot in text is what's called bold print. Bold print, you see this in actually your reading text, your fiction and nonfiction texts, is when it's a little bit darker than the words around it. And a lot of times we will have this because it's a word that you might need to know that has to do with what you're reading. And sometimes it'll give you the definition of what it is right around it. So one of the places you're going to see this a lot is in your science book. So in your science book, you may have read this hatch, swim, and hop. So the hatch, swim, and hop is our heading. And we have some captions under the pictures, but I'm also going to count these as subheadings because each one of these, I know egg is going to tell me about the egg. That also kind of tells me what the picture is, so it can count as a caption as well. Young tadpole, here I have, most of my words are bold, but I have it highlighted. So sometimes you'll see something like that too to help you find important words. Here, I definitely have a word in bold, metamorphosis, and I can tell that this is an important word. And like I said before, sometimes I can use what I've read to actually help me, the words around it, to figure out what does this word mean. So hopefully, as you read some different nonfiction texts, you can use the headings, you can use the captions, and if there are words in bold, you can use the words in bold to help you to understand more about what you're reading, especially if you don't want to read the whole thing, but it's something that you're really interested in.